Exactly, but none of them believed me.
I'll think about it.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, shucky ducky, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hope we're having a great day today. It is Wednesday, the 7th of August, 2024. No hat. Alright. Let's just get straight into it. Okay. I'm gonna play some Kirara while I do everything, so yeah, we'll go through our weeklies. Yeah, we'll go through our weeklies as we always do, and then I'll begin the Emilie Story Quest. I might even do the what do you call it? The thing. Oh god, what's it called? What? Dang it. One sec. Despite the fact that my phone is on a network that apparently has access to 5G, it is most certainly not a 5G network. 4G is just somehow significantly faster than 5G. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, we'll play. Yeah, we'll do the test run as well for Emilie and see what she's all about. I probably still won't pull for Emilie, but I'm at least morbidly curious. And so yeah, no doubt I'll probably end up playing a bit of Emilie in the Emilie Story Quest.
Quietly now.
I think it was the Novelette Story Quest that somehow didn't have any Novelette gameplay. Alright, get him, Alakina.
Busted. Gotcha. Tiggity. Things are about to get dicey. Overruled.
I wasn't expecting a whole lot of damage coming out of Kirara, especially because I don't have anyone else running deep within this team. Oh. Oh crap, I don't have any Fontanians in this team either. Oh no, I forgot Numa Uchiha is a thing.
Busted. Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Let's get it on. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Ah!
How was I?
Some sort of weird mono pyro team now. Alright. Such a weird ass. Oh, I should play things. No. I was thinking. Okay. I was having a shower. And I was thinking, you know what? I should do all of these in co-op. Because it's much more of an absolute catastrophe chaos mode to play things in co-op. That does mean... It does mean that poor Kirara probably won't be getting a lot of friendship XP, which is what I'm actually trying to do right now. I'm trying to get friendship XP for Kirara. She's sitting at level 5. She's going to be sitting at level 5 for a while. What do I need? Friendship... Do I need friendship level 8 or friendship level 10? I don't remember. But anyway, we're going to do co-op. For when you just want to introduce a sousant of chaos into your gameplay. Where there is a good to fair chance someone finna die. Someone finna die. Not entirely sure if I want to try and play Arlecchino. Or I'll play Clorant actually in co-op. I kinda... It's that kind of thing where, like, on the one hand, you should try and rely on whoever's playing the healer, but on the other hand, can you really ever rely on anyone who's playing the healer? You can barely rely on anyone who's playing the healer in a game where people can be dedicated healers. What makes you think you can rely on a healer in a game like this?
I just tell
Absolutely not.
If someone can't handle it,
No, Emilie!
maybe that's their problem.
Does she have enough dendro application? We'll just find out. Oh, you certainly can't rely on a healer if it's Bennett. Not in co-op. Not in co-op. Bennett's actually the worst healer in co-op. Because the reality is... What? You're gonna chuck it over here? Are you sure that's a good idea?
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Yeah, so circle impact.
With these rising flames. Neutralized. Shoot on sight. Loaded. Now that's more like it. Everybody stick. With the fall of
Oh wow, where the hell was this?
destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Trying to figure out like where she's aiming.
It's my turn now. Not bad.
Get him!
You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all. Spare your energy. Running.
Doom, doom. Uh-oh.
Loaded. Fresh and pure.
Get him! Uh-oh.
Into the shadows.
See? Circle impact.
Sometimes it's only the beginning.
Oh, they... Uh-oh.
The sun and moon have set. Witness my power!
Ah!
Has been extinguished.
Pyro bonus, okay. We kind of like that. Alright. See if this guy's gonna hit a pep. Nope, okay. While we are continuing with this bit of farming, I do want to take a moment to acknowledge, if you're living in... Where was it? If you're living in Bangladesh or if you're living in the UK, stay safe. Everything's popping off there right now. It's a bit of a dangerous time. Some real shenanigans are going on. For real. Dragon Gamers! Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe if you're living in those areas, because shit's popping off. What is my server? I'm on NA servers. Which is why the Emilie banner only dropped like half a day ago. I can actually do this.
All expenses paid travel? Count me in.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Yeah, so... Safety number 1. Otherwise, you know, we chill. What's going on? Race riots in the UK and gigantic protests in Bangladesh that have resulted in the leader of Bangladesh, the president. President? Was she president or prime minister or something rather? Like the head leader of Bangladesh has effectively fled the country, which is never a good sign. But it could be a good sign if you're trying to overthrow the government and actually do something better. So that's that. Is nobody else going to join? Keep in mind as well, the answer to the question which server you're playing on is often answered with the first number of your UID. The first number of my UID is, of course, 8. And when the first number of the UID is 8, that does mean that I'm on NA servers. That's how that usually works, folks. Actually, even her normal attacks are very much like Kating's. I believe we may... Oh no, no, that would be a leak. Alright, let's do this. Enough dilly-dallying. We are ready when we are ready. I guess we're relying exclusively on on Kirara's shields. Is that a good idea? It is not necessarily a good idea. Ugh! Ivy! Is that a friggin' C6 Nuvolette? I think it is. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 ba da dum bum bum bum. Oh no, maybe it's not. Where are you?
Into the shadows. Speed of light. To the chase. Hunt them down.
Hunt them down.
Incoming.
Oh yeah.
Time to testify.
Nice, sir. Okay. That was less destructive than I thought it was going to be. actually don't have to leave my world. I actually don't have to leave Thingo because I'm going to farm EOSF now. In co-op. And to farm EOSF and co-op, we're going to do something a little bit unusual. We're going to scare the bejeebers out of everyone with the power of Aloy. Now, I'm really hoping that someone brings... I'm really hoping that someone brings Farina, because otherwise I'm screwed. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see if anyone brings Farina.
The sound of one more villain being removed from the world.
There is a very little chance that someone's gonna bring Farina. E! Can one of y'all bring Farina? Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Because otherwise, Marishose doesn't work.
How brilliant!
Boom, boom, boo, doo, doo, doo. Alright, let's do this. Oh, god damn it.
The hunt is on.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ever seen one of these?
Ah!
We'll have order.
This is a new one. Time to shine.
Order guide.
This'll pack a punch.
I don't know if this is meant... I don't know if Ultimate is meant to be playing High Constellation Zhongli? I don't know. Is that what he's trying to do in this co-op? Is he playing High Constellation Zhongli? Did he heckin' yeet? Did he yeet or did he not yeet? He's not there. I think he yeeted. Ah, boring! Oh yeah, he yeeted alright. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay. See how many rounds this guy we want to do. Oh, he wants to change from Zhongli. Right, fair. Yoimiya! Okay. Hanabini.
May I present?
Ah! Oh, yabai!
Got something for ya.
Oh no, the alarm got in. What the hell?
Hunt is on.
Punch.
This is a new one.
Oh, ain't no way that ult did not take it out. Ain't no way that ult did not take it out. Ah! Ah. Alright, see, now he's not yeeting. Okay. Ziggy! Ziggy! Hayaku, Ziggy! Hayaku! Okay. Alright.
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, beautiful. Wah!
You're stuck
So.
now.
Oh, thank you. Wah! Hmm. Oi, got that ice rush. Oh no, Yoimiya. Wah!
This'll pack a punch.
This is a new one.
Get his ass.
The show begins.
How did the Yoimiya die? She's like the longest range out of all of us, arguably. Aloy is a bit more mid-range than Yoimiya. How the hell did the Yoimiya get, like, gimped? Eh. Uso janai ka? Wow.
The hunt is on.
Oh, wasted ult. Booyah! Wow.
Get back.
Wah.
I'll finish this job.
This is a new one.
Frozen.
Quietly now.
Where?
This'll pack a punch.
Nice, nice.
The show begins.
The show begins. Useful. Oh, this is done. Oi. Okay. Oh, hang on.
Got something for ya.
And they said, oh, it's hard to get Ice Rush. I've been getting Ice Rush this entire time. Oh, almost. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh no, it died. Really?
This is a new one.
Ooh, Ice Rush.
This'll pack a punch.
Oh no, I shouldn't have thrown that. I should not have thrown that. That was a mistake.
The hunt is on.
You don't get any ice. You don't get coil stacks when you have Ice Rush active. Silly. One sec. How much do I want? I'm good for 3 more rounds. Well, I'm good for 3 more rounds when I do this. Technically, I'm good for 6 rounds because I haven't done the thing. Yep, now I'm good for 3 rounds. Oh yeah, I'm gonna very slyly steal his crystal flies. Oh, never mind. Never mind. There goes that idea. Is this a... Oh, are we having Deadstream Andy today? Is that what's going on? Well, since I have the opportunity, I might as well...
Let's get going.
Woo! Deadstream Andy. Okay, no worries. Woohoo!
Got something for ya. Game's up.
Oh crap! No, no Farina. How's this gonna work? Ooh. Ow. Is he AFK? Okay. Didn't realize you weren't bringing Farina. I'll swap to her. Kinda need her for M Hunter. Yeah, I just kinda need her for Maru to make Maru Shosei work, obviously. Ah. Ooh, and now I have full... I see we have ourselves a, based Lisa sticker enjoyer. We do love that. We do love seeing, based Lisa sticker enjoyers. This is known. Oh. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting to play Medic Farina, but okay, sure.
Let the world collide. Ever seen one of these? Here come the fireworks.
Whoa, yeah, come on.
Is on. Let my name echo in song. Got something for you. This is a
Get
new
him.
one.
I'm over real here. I'm not used to this. But I suppose this will give me a bit more insight to any potential way of playing French Loi with Shenhe instead of French Loi with Mika, because that's still something I haven't figured out myself.
Let the world collide. This'll pack a punch. Here comes the catch.
Oi!
The hunt is on. Let my name echo in song. May I present?
Wah.
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, come on!
You're stuck now.
Oh, Aloy, where are you aiming? Where are you aiming, sweetheart?
Ah. How brilliant.
Alright, that's my last one then. Sag. Sag. No, not even Sag. Madge. Wah.
Time to shine.
Another test subject.
Yoo-hoo. This'll pack a punch.
What? We're going for that one?
Fall before me.
Yep, there it is. There it is. There's the ice rush. Hoya! There we go. Alright. Get out of here before we get hit by the thunderstorm! Alright. Let's try out Emilie and see what she's about. Because I don't really know what she's about. You know? I'm not entirely familiar with what she's about, but I have seen some of the footage right now that other streamers have had. You know, highlights and bits and pieces and all that good stuff. Apparently she's really, really good. Big Why Gaming? I'm gonna be real here. Gaming being in this was not on my bingo card.
This'll brighten up the place. Reconstitute. Red delivery.
Mighty mythical beast.
Why Gaming? For real.
Sorry, pal. Alley-oop.
Ah.
Russian floral.
Okay. Okay, I think I know exactly what Emilie is about, and yeah, she's about as exciting as I thought she was going to be, which is not really, not particularly exciting. Yeah, so I definitely will be skipping her, especially because Chevreau's not on the banner.
You're in for a little shock.
Magikai, oh.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now. Try not to
to enjoy this too much. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Cool it!
Nice and spicy.
Gotcha. Things are about to get...
What the hell is this team that we're...
Come a little closer.
Okay, that was a weird sort of over vape superconduct freeze. The hell? Yeah, it was okay. Anyway, now that we've got all that sorted out, oh, better go visit my teapot. Better get the paperwork sorted out, if you will, by going to the Adventurers Guild, and then we shall begin.
This realm is...
Yeah, good.
If you ever...
Let's go to Fontaine! Fountain! What's happening this week? Oh, I have another date this weekend. Ooh. This time on Sunday, and hopefully, well, seemingly, this particular person is not batshit insane. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, fingers crossed. You can never... You never know. The people you think are not completely and utterly, you know, out of it, lost their minds. They may very well have been completely out of it and lost their minds. You think me to be a sane human being? You think me to be someone who has all of their marbles in a row? No. The demons that live inside my brain. The demons that live inside my mind. They always come out to play. No, that's not true. Except that's totally true, because that's something... Saying that it's not true is precisely what... someone who has a lot of demons would want you to think. Alright. Quit stalling! Let's do it. Accept the quest. Let us begin. Wait, can we do this in... Go to Port Ormos. Oh yes, this is actually happening in Sumeru. Oh, I was right. For whatever reason, Emilie, who is from oh god damn it. Emilie, who is very much not from Sumeru, but is instead from Fontaine, has a story quest that somehow puts her in Sumeru. Who the hell knows why? Let's find out. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. In fact, dare I say, this entire... Oh, it's Tignari! Can I read Tignari's mind?
The Enclosed flower. A mysterious species.
Oh, okay.
I thought I told him to spray it with water to retain moisture before applying the film. You can't treat a glaze lily like a cactus. If Sanjay does this again, the loss will have to come out of his food expenses.
I'll go talk to him. At this rate, he won't even be able to afford eating cacti for much longer.
Huh.
Hey, Tainari!
Mr. Tignari! How's it going?
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while.
You want to nip that in the bud?
You to Port Ormos.
We didn't have anything to do, and this place looked pretty lively, so we decided to stop by. But, what's with all the flowers around?
Oh, we've got Sumeru roses, we've got rainbow roses.
A flower exhibition featuring flowers and plants from all over Teyvat. So I came to help out.
Okay.
The exhibition includes flowers from every corner of the world, each with their own unique properties
Huh.
and needs. With
Including
that in mind,
unreleased
the
flowers?
curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture. Even so, an expert is still required to develop tailored transportation and care plans for each type of flower.
Right.
Oh, and that expert is you, right?
Hmm. That would be.
Not this time, no.
No.
I'm just here to help out. The expert in charge is someone else.
Would that be Emilie?
Mr. Tainari, Sanjay, he confused the poisonous bulbs with garlic shoots, and he ate them.
Never mind. Forget about what I said about the food expenses.
Yeah, he's about to throw them all up.
Traveler, Paimon. Looks like I've got something to take care of. I'll be back in just a moment.
Do you need a healer?
Tainari's busy no matter where he is, huh?
Well, that's Mr. Tignari, yeah. Too many people are... Oh, hang on. Let's put this up here. Too many people are careless about what they eat. That is correct.
Yeah, seems like it. Hey, don't look at Paimon like that. Paimon is super careful about what she eats.
Are you, though?
Well, looks like Tainari might be busy for a while. Let's take a look around the port in the meantime.
Alright, sounds good. Floral det blood dew. Is this gonna somehow have something to do with Arlecchino? Because blood det dew is something that Arlecchino has in her kit. That's a bit sauce.
Wow, look at these flowers. They smell so...
Wonderful. Oh, that's a new animation.
Huh?
Emilie, there you are. You're right.
Paimon's... fine. She's just got a little...
Is Paimon allergic to... Does Paimon get... What? Does Paimon have hay fever?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilia's? No wonder.
It's getting worse. Why?
Maybe... No, I think it's allergies. We should go find Tignari.
But, I was fine just a moment ago. She didn't...
So Paimon can get out... So Paimon can get hay fever, huh?
A moment of your time, you two? If it's not
Oh
too
my
much
god,
trouble,
why are we
perhaps
revealing
you could try
Emilie
some
legs
sex.
first? Y'all desperate for me to pull for her, aren't you? Seriously, they revealed her leg first.
Oh, the scent is so nice. Wait!
Yeah, she's fine now.
Whoa, that was fast. Paimon doesn't have to sneeze anymore.
It cleared her sinuses.
Think nothing of it. From your attire, I imagine you two aren't from Sumeru either.
Well, we aren't, but I mean, we lived in Sumeru for like a solid year.
Seeing as we're both travelers from abroad,
I'm surprised that Paimon's only started to get hay fever now.
Oh, so you're here for the flower exhibition too?
Hoyo, we know it's Emilie. You can just reveal her. It's... There we go.
I suppose that's accurate. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Emilie, a perfumer from...
Hello, Emilie.
Paimon is Paimon. Thank you so much for your help just now. Oh, and this is...
The Traveler, right? I've heard
Yes.
a lot about you from the Steambird. It's
Ah, there we go. Yes, we did not expect to run into her in Sumeru, so what's going on here?
Paimon starts sneezing all of a sudden.
Paimon's got allergies.
Have you ever heard of hay fever?
Yep,
To put it simply,
I've had hay fever.
when inhaled, certain pollens can trigger abnormal physical reactions.
That's right.
But Paimon has seen these kinds of flowers before and nothing weird happened then.
Maybe they're special kinds of... those kinds of flowers?
Well, we're all different. The factors that can trigger a reaction to certain stimuli vary by person. In isolation,
It might just be like the absolute concentration of all of those flowers together. We don't normally see those flowers all together. Unless you put them in your teapot, I guess.
No need to worry. Pollen allergies can be effectively mitigated with the use of medication.
That's right.
Oh, well, that's good.
Antihistamines.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Is everything all right?
Yeah, Paimon just had hay
In such a
fever.
hurry, I forgot to warn you about all the pollen in the air.
Paimon was not having a good time.
Emily? Ah, what a coincidence. Looks like my worry was misplaced then. The Traveler and Paimon are in good hands.
That's right.
It was nothing, really. We happened to run into each other shortly after my arrival, and I offered them a bit of help, that's all. I'm more curious as to why you thought the Traveler and Paimon were in danger. Allergies are highly unpredictable. If you were concerned the pollen might trigger a reaction, that must mean something similar has happened in the past.
Something happened. Oh, yeah, the incense when we passed out from incense at the very start of the Sumeru Archon quest. I think that's what she's referring to, right?
Remember the first time we
Yes,
met? You
yes,
fainted after inhaling
yes.
Spirit Borneal.
Yes, that's right. But Paimon was the victim this time. That's right.
Spirit Borneal didn't affect Paimon at all, and now she's the one suffering. It makes no sense.
Hang on, we gotta get ourselves a we gotta get ourselves a screen cap of this with Giga Chad Master Tengnari.
It's not really something you can make sense out of, Paimon. There are all kinds of allergies out there, caused by a variety of different factors.
To be fair though, the Spirit Boreal or whatever the hell it was was apparently supposed to be such an incredibly strong smell that it just knocks anyone out.
I encountered a case in Fontaine where someone had an allergic reaction to soba noodles their family brought back from Inazuma.
Oh.
Whoa. Good thing Paimon
Oh,
isn't
that's
allergic
rough.
to anything delicious.
That means they probably have a wheat allergy. No, barley allergy. Sorry, barley. Soba noodles is made with barley.
In a manner of speaking,
Right?
although you could
Right.
say the patients I deal with are rather unusual.
In addition to medicine, Emilie is also very knowledgeable about botany. She's taught me a lot about the native flora around Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where my expertise ends, I'm afraid. When it comes to breadth of knowledge, Tainari certainly comes out on top.
Oh, it is what it is.
You're expert? Oh, Paimon's got it! You must be the expert Tainari mentioned, the one in charge of the exhibition!
That's right.
Wrong again,
What?
I'm afraid.
Oh, so even I was
Well,
wrong.
I did come for the exhibition, but only to inquire about the Auguste variety. I'm not involved in any
The
official capacity.
Auguste. Okay.
Oh, Paimon was sure she got it right this time.
Yeah, so what's the Auguste fam?
It's a
Don't worry,
kind of
Paimon, even
flower
I
that
thought
was
so.
once popular in Fontaine. The perfume made from it also bears the same name, Auguste.
Auguste, huh? That's not a name you hear often nowadays.
That's not a name you hear point blank.
The word is said to mean sacred or noble. It's sometimes used as a name for people as well.
An august
That
self?
reminds me, are you familiar with a historical event in Fontaine known as Perfume Mania?
Perfume mania.
Perfume Mania was an event that occurred in Fontaine nearly 20 years ago.
Huh.
It all started when several merchants released their own lines of high-end, expensive
Oh shit. Okay,
perfumes,
okay, okay.
marketing them as must-have luxury products.
Must
the
pull
very
luxury
symbol of
items, huh?
elegance itself.
Okay.
No one anticipated the absolute frenzy this would create on the market, causing the price of perfumes to skyrocket. The
Uh-huh.
demand was twofold. What some saw as a status symbol, most saw as a money-making opportunity.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
They
this
could
story
take
before.
advantage of the soaring price by hoarding them and reselling at even higher margins.
Yep, I've heard of this story
The
before.
value of these products became so inflated, regular bottles of perfume were even going for hundreds of thousands of mora.
Chat, she's literally describing how luxury handbags work. People actually buy luxury, apparently. People buy luxury handbags, to then resell on the resale market at, like, extremely inflated prices. Something that they bought for, like, 30 grand, they will then sell for 130 grand.
But at the end of the
It could
day,
be completely
perfume
nonsensical,
is
but at the
just
same time, it's
perfume.
entirely possible.
The market value greatly exceeded the
I'm
intrinsic
perfectly
worth
fine
of the
believing that's a thing that
product,
happens.
creating an economic bubble that was never going to last.
Obviously, I'm never going to buy one, but
Luckily,
still.
The Palais Mermonia recognized the danger and intervened before the craze could truly spread.
Oh.
Many profiteers and scammers were thrown in jail. as
Oh,
a
they
result.
arrested the what do you call it? Scabs?
Only a few wealthy families were affected.
Oh,
by the
what's it
bubble.
called? There's a word for that when you do that with tickets. I forgot what the word is. I had it in my mind, but I forgot what it was.
To do with that Auguste you mentioned earlier.
Well, During the craze, the most popular perfume was none other than Auguste. The
Scab?
demand
No,
far
it wasn't
exceeded the
scab.
supply,
Scalp!
to the point that it
Scalping.
once sold for
Yeah,
2
scalping.
million more a bottle.
So they arrested the scalpers.
Then what about now?
After the mania ended, most perfumes returned to a normal price. Auguste was the only exception.
Why?
Its namesake, the flower used to create it, went
Oh.
extinct. As a result, no new bottles of Auguste have been made, and the value of the perfume remains exceedingly high.
Isn't there a product IRL that did the exact same thing? Was it friggin' those shirts with that one singular logo that's with the big red background, whatever the hell it's called? I don't remember what it's called, but like they stopped making them, and so on the market those items are like selling like hotcakes, if memory serves.
Indeed. The Auguste flower was not a natural variety, you see. It was specially cultivated for use in perfume making.
Oh.
When the bubble popped, all the flower beds used for its cultivation were destroyed in a fire. The
Oh.
variety has never been seen since.
Oh.
But didn't you say you came to the exhibition to look for it?
What, did someone figure out how to make one again?
Ah, yes. I came to investigate a certain rumor that the Auguste flower has reappeared in Sumeru. It's causing quite the stir in the Fontaine
Red
perfume market.
at.
Traveler, we should help Emily.
It's
look for
HG
it.
Gotcha. Hey, how's it going? What do you mean? Red at? The hell does that mean? It's probably just a rumor.
I have to agree. Emily wrote me to ask if I could look into the rumor, but the forest rangers haven't received any reports of new plant species recently.
Even if I can locate the flower, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed, Paimon. I don't have any
Red
grand
bat.
war-making endeavors planned.
Wait, what are we talking about? What do you mean? What are we talking about with the red bat?
All beautiful sentiments, to be sure, but to me, they overshadow.
I was thinking of like a specific brand. There's like a, you know how like there's a T-shirt, a white T-shirt. It has a red background. It has a logo. It's not really a logo. It's like a word, and it's basically a white word, a white text on a red like rectangle that may be slightly skewed, and that's it. And that's the entirety of the design on the shirt. It's just white text, red background. And for whatever reason, such a ridiculously simplistic design would then be sold on the market and on the resale market for like thousands of dollars for what is essentially like a polo shirt that you could buy at friggin' H&M for like $15. So, I think it starts with an S, right? Yeah, it starts with an S. Yeah. And it's so it's not. It's a common word. It's a common word. It's white. It's on a red. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and I cannot remember what the hell it was. Doesn't matter. It was to me. It felt really, really stupid because I come from. I'm of course looking at it from a very, I guess, pragmatic utilitarian kind of view where it's like, bro, it's just a shirt. You know, if it looks nice, if it's a shirt with a really, really nice looking pattern with like a lot of detail, okay, I can totally see why a shirt like that might be worth $50. Because one of my shirts is precisely that. It's a polo shirt with a very detailed and very elaborate Aboriginal design. Very, very nice looking. And I have no regrets whatsoever in paying $50 for that shirt. But for a shirt that bloody simple, if I'm paying any more than $3 for it, get out of here.
When it comes to perfume, I want people to forget the price and the prestige and focus on the beauty of the fragrance itself.
Wow, so noble.
Of course, there's also a more practical reason.
In fact, dare I say, I think when Natline drops, I might wear that Aboriginal shirt that I have. Because it's a really good looking, it's a really gorgeous shirt. I love it. I love it a lot, and it's a polo shirt, so...
Unique scent of Auguste, and the rumor mill will start comparing the counterfeits to my own work.
I really love that shirt. And I think it looks... And because it's a polo shirt, with the exception of particularly bad usage and particularly bad maintenance, it will never go old because it's a polo shirt. polo shirts don't seem to ever go old. Like, you have to really screw it up for it to essentially be broken and old or have holes in it and everything. So it's probably, I'm probably gonna have it forever.
Okay, that's more like
Unless I grow out of it,
on my
i.e. if I
mind.
go fat and therefore it stops
Ever since that
fitting
rumor
me.
started, 3 new perfumes claiming to
Here's to
be
hoping that
made
doesn't
from
happen,
flower
but
appeared on the market.
I'm really relying on my
If I can
genetics for that.
dispel the fanaticism surrounding Auguste, even just by proving the rumor to be false, Fontaine's perfume market can finally start to get back to normal. Then I'll be free from all the stories and added meaning and just focus on making what I like.
Okay.
That makes sense.
If it's not for Mora, we can still... Even if it's not for Mora, we can still help you out. That's
I would,
right.
Of course, be grateful for your help, but I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Dude, you're already a playable character.
You said it
You're
yourself.
troubling us no matter what, so it is what it is. We're here to help out.
It's only right that we help each other out.
That's right.
Huh, I suppose you're right. Then you have my thanks.
Let me guess, Chevrus is going to show up in this story quest, which means Chevy's going to show up in everything related to Emilie, except her
Mr. Edgar
banner.
also thinks it's too early to say.
Where is Chevy on your banner, Emilie?
He was there all those years ago, after all.
I would have gotten you probably if you were on, if she were on your banner, but no. The 4-star Pyro Polar just has to be Shangling.
The person you've been trying to guess this whole time.
Oh, Edgar is this flower
in
expert.
charge of the exhibition.
He's
also
probably
the most
evil then.
respected and
Whoever this
experienced
Edgar is
perfumer
probably
here.
is super sus right
Back when
now.
he was still working in Fontaine,
In fact, dare I
Auguste
say, Edgar
was
might be
his
the
creation.
guy
I should
who
also
is
mention
spreading all
he
of
was
this
my teacher,
August rumor
the one who
shenanigans.
taught me the basics of perfumery when I apprenticed in Sumeru.
So this guy was a famous perfumer in Fontaine, but then he came to Sumeru to teach people from Fontaine? It sounds confusing.
It's a long story. If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel.
Okay, I will be shocked if Edgar ends up not being the main villain of this.
The Auguste flower, a mysterious species.
Okay. Where's this hotel? Oh, it's still in port almost. Okay. And here I thought we were about to go to, Sumeru City.
Commit to memory.
Huh? Do they not have... Oh, this one does.
If you want to buy me out, you should offer at least twice as much as that.
Yeah. I just missed the lift! I just missed the lift! Alright, it's coming back down. Supreme! Thank you! Supreme! God, it was so dumb, that trend. Like, white t-shirt, red bar, white text. That's it. You're telling me you're spending $300 allegedly on those t-shirts? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not spending that money. You're getting scammed.
Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent
Absolutely,
out the hotel and surrounding buildings.
absolutely
They're being
unacceptable.
used as temporary storage
$500.
facilities and
Yeah,
lodging for
precisely.
expedition personnel.
You're not spending $500 on a goddamn flimsy-ass t-shirt that you could buy at... I don't know. We have a shop. I don't know if you have it. It's called, it's like a Japanese shop. I'm not gonna remember the name. I can't remember anything today. I can't remember names. What is happening? Not H&M. Not, Uniqlo. Yeah, you can buy that. You can buy precisely that shirt blank at Uniqlo for like $5, probably. And then, you know, print your damn Supreme logo on it if you really, really want to. It's not hard to print a damn logo on a shirt, you know. These bastards are going to pay $500 dues for that? I mean, come on. Come on, dude.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that Mora back?
They might have more. Yeah, these bastards have more to burn. True.
It's been so long.
Wait, hang on.
Recognize you, Edgar.
Wait, isn't this dude on the left the same dude in the Shigvin trailer who got blasted by Shigvin's ult? And then he's just like, oh, isn't it that guy?
Well, you and your brother haven't changed a bit.
Oh yeah, all this.
Wow, you and your brother haven't changed a bit. Yeah, this guy's evil, 100%. Calling it now. This guy's the main villain.
Is he?
Hold on, we have guests.
Yep, this guy's evil, 100%. Calling it now.
Master.
Guards, arrest him! Arrest this man! Arrest him! What is?
It's been years. Look at you.
What is the crime? What is the charge? I don't know, but he's definitely evil. He's definitely evil. Arrest him. Take him back to Fontaine. Neuvillette. Charge his ass according to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale. That's actually defunct. Actually, the very defunct Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale. The judgment is guilty, and the sentence 300 years in the Fortress of Meripede. Boom. That's it. Done. Let's move on.
I've heard you've become quite the famous perfumer in Fontaine. It would seem the student has surpassed the master.
Oh, well, it's
The circle is now complete. When I last met you, you were the... When I last met you, I was only but the apprentice. Now I am the master. Only a master of evil, Darth.
Deserving of that title. I've taught many students here in
Only a
Sumeru
master of
over
evil,
the
Darth.
years, but I've yet to see one turn out quite as accomplished as you. You're the only one who can take credit for that success. And who are these two? I don't recall you mentioning them in your letter.
Ah, they're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello.
Emilie's friends. Well then, the pleasure is...
Was there a bit of hesitation in saying,
And
oh
these
god,
two
Emily's got friends
are
now?
they friends of yours, Master?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Of course, we're perfume merchants from Fontaine.
Okay, now this guy's sus. No. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale, the judgment is guilty and the sentence is death. But guillotine. No. You can't trust that kind of mustache. You can't trust that kind of mustache. Guillotine the dude. Move on. Guillotine. Straight. No, that's it. Straight guillotine. Off with their heads. Off with their heads.
And the two of us are old friends.
All three of them. No, all three of them. Guilty by association. I don't care. Off with their heads. It's over. Bye-bye.
Yes.
I don't make the rules. The rules make me.
You must be here to look for the August flower then.
Huh?
Well, what respectable perfume merchant hasn't heard of a goose? Anyone in the business would be interested in the rumors.
I'm guessing you're here for the same reason, Emilie. We were
Plot
just
twist, they're
about to
all
get
evil?
into it,
That's
so
what I
you might
mean!
as well
That's what
go
I
in.
mean! According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale, off with their heads. All of them. Just get rid of them. All of them. Nah. The world will be a better place with all of their heads in baskets. That's the truth. God damn it. Hey, Kate, I was one of your old Warframe watchers. Now I'm into Genshin. I just got Yalan. What would be some good ideas for main DPS Yalan with her bow R1? Main DPS Yalan. The reality of the situation is if you want to play by main DPS, if you mean on-field DPS Yalan, the reality is you can't really do a whole lot to make her on-field DPS Yalan until you get her to C6. Now, if you have no intention of getting her to C6, that's okay. You can still just play on-field DPS Yalan. So in the end, it's really just like making sure you have some way of just increasing your HP and your damage bonus. That's really all you could do outside of just building her the way you would normally build her. So EOSF is still the way to go. Kazuha obviously is still a really good idea. Farina is actually a really good idea. Having double Hydro is a really, really good idea. And if you bring in Farina, then having a healer is a really, really good idea. Mika would probably be what I would do. I mean, yeah. You've got like a... Yeah, that's kind of how it's going to end up being. Now, if you're talking about main DPS, as in I need her to be the most damage in the entire team, ironically enough, if you want her to be the most damage in the entire team, it's still playing on-field DPS Yelan, because Yelan doesn't get her buff unless she's on-field. So, there is that. So, I guess, no matter what, if you really want like an on-field DPS Yelan, it would be Yelan, a healer, Kaz, Farina. That would be the way to go as a team, and then yeah, you can definitely get away with Aqua Simulacra, especially if you're playing on-field DPS Yelan, and especially if you're playing double Hydro. Your ER will probably still be pretty high anyway. If you don't have C1, your ER is going to be a bit higher anyway, unless you are just like really, really on top of your skill usage. So yeah. Does that make sense? Also, welcome back, JXO.
I commissioned a few Eremites to do some scouting for me. They searched all over Sumeru, but there were no sightings of the August flower. That being said, there are people in Port Ormos who claim to have smelled a unique fragrance on the streets. Definitely floral, but still distinct.
Okay.
Some of them were merchants who lived in Fontaine 20 years ago. According to them, the fragrance smelled exactly like the August they remember from back then.
That's a bit sus. Maybe someone synthesized some August smell.
And noble scent.
Huh.
Maybe someone around here just happens to have a bottle of August from back then.
Maybe.
No, I don't think so. I doubt that's the case. Even if someone had a bottle that was never opened, the fragrance of the perfume would have changed over time. Very few perfumes can go decades without a change in scent.
Oh, I suppose a bit of chemical reaction may have happened within it, hey?
Only a few bottles still exist in Fontaine, and their scent would have completely degraded by now. Although, could there be a flower out there with a similar fragrance? Or in accord with the same base note?
Is it possible to use that flower to then...
If a goose were that easy to replicate, it would never have sold for such a high price all those years ago. The August flower is back. It has to be.
Maybe.
Speaking, the scent wouldn't be impossible to imitate.
Yeah, and to the layman, it probably would smell the same if you try to make a fake, quote-unquote, fake August. As long as it smells pretty much the same, it should be okay.
No. By the time they realized they had smelled something, the scent was already gone.
Oh, rip.
If I hadn't asked about it, they probably wouldn't have given the experience a second thought. Compared to things we see and hear, smells can be much easier to overlook.
Right, because one doesn't normally...
Someone wearing the August fragrance passed them on the street.
I see at the moment I'm running Yelan, Yanfei, Shangling, Shinshu with I only got Yelan a few hours ago for her play more my main Raiden, playstyle more than Raiden. I suppose there is one other thing. If you want to try and play forward vape Yelan, it would be a burning team that you want to play in. So Emilie would be an option. Shangling, Dahaya, Toma would be options. Kazuha would still be pretty good, but you won't be able to get Hydro Swells at that point. It's really hard to get Hydro Swells at a burning team. So that might not be an option. So to that end, Sucrose might actually be a better choice because you can at least give Emilie some EM. There's an idea if that's what you want to try and do, like a forward vape Yelan team. That could be an option.
Wait, are you saying?
Just thinking out loud. Don't pay me any mind.
Oh, that's sauce.
We don't have much to go off of right now, but we can't rule out that possibility. I'll send some more people to investigate. You all traveled so far to be here. Why don't you rest in the hotel for a bit? Oud, Blaze, this is the key to your room.
Huh.
Ooh, you've got the keys to the rooms? Do we get free lodging too?
My apologies. All the rooms in the hotel are accounted for.
That's okay, we have a tent.
Most are being used for storage ahead of the exhibition, you see.
Rip.
I managed to tidy up one of the rooms for these two at the last minute. But by the time Emilie wrote to me, there was no more space left for her to stay.
Rip.
Oh, and we just showed up out of the blue. Guess that means there's definitely no space for us.
Yeah, that's right.
I should have been more considerate. Here I am with an entire
Oh yeah,
hotel
wait,
at
yeah,
my
bro.
disposal and
Bro's got an
based on
entire
where you
hotel
to
and no
stay,
rooms.
even after you made the trip all the way to Sumeru.
Oh, mega
Don't
lol.
worry, Master. I can sleep on the boat tonight. Or I could even camp in the wild. It would give me the opportunity to collect some plant specimens while I'm here in Sumeru.
I'll come with her.
Ah, even better.
Easy.
Although, would it be
Is this a
possible for me to
date?
leave some of my luggage here? It would be rather cumbersome to take it camping. It shouldn't take up too much space.
Well, about that.
What? They don't want anyone to stay near the hotel, but they're also not trying to embarrass. No, Traveler, I'm with you on this one. I think, off with their heads. Oh yeah, they're all sus.
Of course, no trouble at all. My brother and I will keep an eye on them for you, as long as you don't mind, mademoiselle.
Nah, this guy's the most sus.
All right then.
Nope, this dude's the most sus.
Emilie inside and find a suitable place for her luggage. I'll prepare some refreshments and join you in a bit.
Ain't no way.
Always not a good time for guests.
Yep, called it. Nope. Definitely not. Nope, Emilie. Nope. I don't trust your master. Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Didn't Edgar say he tidied up around here?
Apparently not.
So many flowers. Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers. Looks like this exhibition is gonna be huge.
Do all perfumers have Surely not. You would probably be sick.
No, that's a florist thing.
Surely not either. You'd be sick. You gotta let them out. Otherwise, whatever happens, it's just gonna you're just gonna clog up the air.
We work closely with the essential oils of various plants. But to maintain a sharp sense of smell, most perfumers prefer to keep their homes free of strong odors.
Right.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
And what's behind that door?
Oh, this room seems to be a connected suite, and my brother will be staying on the other side of the suite. Blaze, while you're out, why don't you bring our luggage over as well? Blaze!
Yes, of course.
All right then. Where can we find your luggage, mademoiselle? Blaze will go fetch it for you.
What is this, the brain and the brawn?
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fontaine.
Oh.
Could I trouble you to bring that back as well? It would be the perfect way to repay you for your hospitality.
How generous. I should thank you on my brother's behalf. You stumbled upon his weakness. He's aloof about most things, but alcohol is his one true love.
What, is he Australian?
Is that so?
Now that's a Fontaine specialty I've never heard before.
Mr.
Actually, yeah. We've never heard of...
Hey, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
That's Master's voice.
Is he getting his ass kidnapped? I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, he's getting his ass beat. I suppose the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Élise Cardinal has come early.
Edgar!
Master!
Wait, what's that box next to him?
Hey, Edgar. Are you alright? Can you hear me?
Who did this?
Kyria. Auguste.
Wait, is he...
Kyria.
Hey, Edgar? Edgar!
No, he's still breathing. He's still breathing.
Shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can...
We'll see where the culprit went.
Thank you.
Okay. Are we following our nose?
I hope we're not too late.
Can we read,
I see everything.
Oh, he dead. Oh, I'm sorry, Emilie. He dead.
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle?
Probably. Only a small amount of liquid and streaks of residue can be seen on both the mouth and sides of the vessel. It seems like someone's forcibly poured out the liquid in this bottle is...
Really? You think so?
You reckon it's August?
Everyone?
Sure enough, this is where Kyria was hiding.
What? Where? Where? Like here-ish? What, under the bench?
Idiot. How did he let Kyria get to him so easily?
He's an old man, chill.
Checked. It doesn't look like anyone passed through here.
Oh, but that's impossible. It's not like that kid can just grow some wings.
Kyria's a kid?
Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit could have just disappeared.
Oh, bull crap. Oh yeah, no, culprit's a kid, 100%. Okay. Nahida!
Do you think whoever did this was hiding in the flowers before they attacked Edgar?
It makes perfect sense. Doesn't look like any of the branches and leaves have been disturbed. Probably not. Unless the culprit is your size, it will be pretty difficult.
True.
I mean, the culprit's a kid. Paimon is child size. Floating child, but child size nonetheless.
What we found was that bottle.
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
Sure.
So, how's he doing?
He's still breathing,
When I
right?
administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue in his nose and mouth. Master was most likely forced to ingest a certain liquid. He's still unconscious,
August?
and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues for now.
Yeah, we found this bottle.
Ah, yes. The scent is the same, but the chemical composition is still unclear. We'll have to do further tests to determine if it's the same liquid and how toxic it is to the human body.
Well, as a general rule, you don't want to be ingesting... Sorry, digesting.
Shed some light on the situation.
As a general rule, you don't want to be digesting perfume no matter what it is.
Wait, you know...
Hey! Were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we'd never heard of those names before.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste.
Oh, you
There
mean
were 4
Chevrus?
people in total. The perfumer, Edgar, the one thrust into the limelight, and 3 others. A researcher from Sumeru responsible for cultivating the Auguste flower, and
2 brother merchants, hey?
responsible for promoting the product on the market.
Got him.
The 2 brothers capitalized on the mythos surrounding Auguste. Their actions lured in numerous speculators and profiteers, inflating the price of Auguste even
I mean,
further.
we all called
In the
it.
end,
We
they were
all
sent to
called
the
it.
Fortress of Meripede for falsifying their accounts and destabilizing the market.
So the Oratrice Mécanique de la Lise Cardinal actually got their ass.
And what does that have to do with us? There are countless merchant families in Fontaine. You gonna accuse them of being criminals too?
Yes.
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucien just now, the name registered immediately.
Ah, Miss Emilie, out of respect for your position as a famous perfumer in Fontaine, I'm inclined to believe that was simply a poor attempt at humor. You have a bright future ahead of you. You wouldn't want to develop a reputation as someone who throws around false accusations.
False accusations?
Merchants.
Nahida!
You claim to be regular perfume merchants, and yet, when I brought up amber wine, you took it to be alcohol.
Hey?
What?
Hey? I mean, I suppose alcoholic products... I suppose perfumes are by definition alcoholic products, huh?
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. It wasn't particularly renowned, but I'm certain any respectable perfume merchant in Fontaine would know of it. Unless, until recently, they were living somewhere completely cut off from the perfume world. Somewhere like the Fortress of Meripede, perhaps?
Got him.
You little.
Don't even think about it. Oh, yes, bring out the dull blade.
Don't misunderstand me.
Behold, the dull blade of
What
truth.
happened all those years ago? The court has already passed its judgment.
It's like, don't even try me. This dull ass blade has defeated Lords of the Storm. I don't mean I mean Osile. Like, this dull ass blade, along with the crashing of the oh god damn it, Ningguang's thing. What is it called? Yeah, this dull ass blade, along with the crashing of the fuck. What's Ningguang's place called again? Hi-ya! Killed Osile. This dull ass blade actually got us bodied by Osile's wife, Beisht.
We need to learn whatever we can about the person who has done this. If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine the two of you might also be in danger. So I'd like to trouble you for some information, if I may. Tell me about Kyria.
Kyria is probably the Sumeru guy then.
Fine, as you wish.
Sylvain?
Sylvain.
Lucian, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be all worth it. Besides, we've already told most of the stuff to the Maison Orderly anyway. You were right, Miss Emilie. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Myself, Lucian...
Oh,
Edgar,
Vijava.
and the researcher from Sumeru in charge of flower cultivation, Vijava. Sometime down the road, the Marechaussee Phantom came knocking, saddled us with a list of accusations, and started looking into our books. Oh, they did their meddling, and my brother Edgar and I were forced to serve time in the fortress as a result.
Got him.
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that he could put those events behind him. Still, Master was depressed for a long time after that. He stopped making new perfumes and focused on introducing students to the craft instead.
Okay.
That's how I met him. My parents had to relocate to Sumeru for work when I was a child, so I had the chance to study under him for a little while.
Oh, okay.
But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher, Vijava.
Yeah, who's Vijava?
Vijava was also staring down the investigation from the Marechaussee Phantom. But before the Phantom showed up at her door, she set all the flower beds on fire, along with much of the mora we managed to earn.
Oh.
All the Auguste flowers, everything we worked to create, was reduced to nothing but a pile of ash.
Huh.
But destroying all that evidence, wouldn't that make things worse for her?
It only makes things worse for her if she gets caught.
It didn't matter at that point, because she died in the fire as well.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
Kyria's name still hasn't come up.
The name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either. But you two seem quite familiar with him.
Yeah, who's this dude? Well, spit it out.
Kyria was Vijava's younger brother.
Oh.
He was just a clueless kid back then.
So this is actually a revenge plot.
Teens, I think. He helped his sister with her work sometimes, but that was pretty much it.
It's a revenge plot then.
What we were doing. Vijava kept him close most of the time. The 3 of us were probably the only ones who even knew she had a brother. After our operation was compromised, he disappeared. There were no signs of him until recently, when people started saying the Auguste flower.
Oh, the brother may have found the notes of the sister.
You think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce the Auguste flower?
His sister's notes?
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut to her brother if anything happened to her.
Huh.
If she left something behind before she died, believe me, Kyria's the one that has it.
Okay.
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed
So,
to replicate
yeah, I
the
feel like what
perfume
happens is
himself.
he's got the formula. He's actually figured it all out.
To ingest really was Auguste. Wait, does that mean Auguste is poison?
Poison? No. Of course not. No perfume is meant to be ingested. Even small
Yeah.
amounts can be dangerous.
All
let
perfume is
alone
effectively
ingesting a
poison
whole
at this
bottle
point.
at once. If Auguste could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half a bottle back then. Edgar fell unconscious because Kyria forced him to drink perfume. It just happened to be Auguste.
Yeah, as a general rule, don't be drinking perfume. Why did Kyria attack Edgar?
He probably thought we had something to do with his sister's death. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea why she did all that.
I mean, by definition, you guys do have something to do with his sister's death.
We just wanted to see how he was doing. And, if possible, work together to bring back Auguste. We only went to prison for a bit of fraud and market manipulation.
Oh yeah, just a bit of fraud and market manipulation, you know.
Product itself.
Nothing
As
to get your nothing to get your knickers in a bunch.
Bringing the product back to market would almost be like honoring his sister's memory.
Oh.
So that's
Oh,
why
that's
you never
that's
mentioned Kyria
bad.
during your interrogation?
Yes, exactly. We were just looking out for the kid.
Bullcrap.
Anyway, that's all we know. If you're looking for information on what's in Auguste, or what to do if you ingest it, there are only two people to ask. Edgar or Kyria himself.
Ah.
At least we're able to say for certain that the substance Edgar ingested was in fact Auguste. That gives us a direction for further testing. Well then, I'd say that was a very enlightening discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, glad to hear it. Lucian, let's head back to the room and rest a bit.
Sylvain is still hiding stuff 100%.
There are things
And he's
that need
pissed.
considering.
Yes, of course.
He's also speaking like he's Emperor Bloody Palpatine. Nah, he's sus.
Huh.
Yeah, they're still hiding something 100%.
That does seem to be the case. Pity we don't have more evidence. But based on Sylvain's tone of voice just now, I suspect further questioning will only result in more made-up answers.
Mm-hmm.
The way you exposed them like that, just based on a hunch, that was genius!
Who are you really a perfumer who looks after people in your spare time?
Oh, right! Earlier you said you were only sort of a doctor, and that your patients were unusual.
Oh yes, that's because most of the patients I encounter are...
Yeah, she's a mortician.
So you're a forensic doctor?
Or a forensic doctor. Yeah, that's right.
I'm actually a forensic cleaner. Once the forensic team and the Marechaussee Phantom are done collecting evidence from the scene, I'm in charge of clearing away the final traces my patients leave on the world.
That's right.
In fact, with just a small alteration to the formula, the same tincture used as the base of perfume can also be made into a cleaning agent.
Huh.
Basically, there are two sides to forensics. Those who collect evidence to expose the truth, and those who clean up the smells, bloodstains, and other substances left behind at the scene.
Right.
I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death.
A lot of death.
This time, we may still save the patient.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report back to Tainari and the officers at Port Armos? We should update them on the situation.
We should definitely let Tignari know, yeah.
I'll stay here and continue to look after Master. Now that we have a sample of Auguste, I'm hoping further analysis won't be too difficult.
Alright, good luck.
I hope we're not too late.
We'll be fine. Zod of Lord. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, YouTube chat is sort of slightly thriving, whereas Twitch chat, completely dead. Does that mean that Twitch is a dead streaming platform? XOXO question mark, skull emoji. Ain't no way. Dignity!
Whoa, why the rush? Did something happen?
We've been attacked!
What? Edgar was attacked?
Yeah,
He's the
bro.
most famous perfumer in the region. Someone who's helped countless people around Port Ormos. How could this happen?
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a suspicious individual fleeing through the bazaar?
No, but we've got eyes all over the area. I'm sure someone's seen Kyria. I'll start gathering.
Wait, imagine if the...
We won't let him get away.
Wait, imagine if old mate Edgar actually just pretended to get attacked. Had a bottle this entire time. Ingested it. Thus taking a huge risk on his own health. All to pretend that he was attacked by Kyria. So that we're all on this wild goose chase. And then in the end it turns out it was those 3 Chuckle Bunnies trying to stir shit up. Did I just guess the entire plot of this story?
What about you, Tainari?
Because the fact that nobody's seen this kid running around is a bit sus.
I'm sure the sheriff can handle things over at the scene, and I doubt Emilie needs my help looking after Mr. Edgar.
Mm-hmm.
But she said she's not a real doctor.
She is a forensic
She was far
doctor.
too modest. She may not be a doctor by trade, but she has a deeper understanding of human anatomy and pharmacology than most scholars from the Amorta Darshan.
Way to call out your Darshan like that, buddy.
Edgar's condition is related to perfume. Emilie is certainly in the best position to help him.
Okay.
As for me, I'll head to the academia and see what I can learn about Vijava and Kyria.
Alright, cheers, mate.
That's right. Vijava was supposed to be a scholar from Sumeru. Do you recognize the name?
From Emilie's letter, certainly, but that was the first time I'd heard of it.
Fair, you don't necessarily know everyone.
And there are plenty of graduates who choose to
I wonder if Lisa knows this guy. Or rather, this girl.
I didn't have time to look into it earlier.
We can always go and ask Lisa.
Seems like Vijava's past could be critical to getting to the bottom of what happened to Mr. Edgar. I have friends in Sumeru City that can help me investigate. With any luck, we'll have news to share by tomorrow.
Actually, we should ask Al-Haytham. He was the scribe. Perhaps he has a record of some description.
To watch over things here
Also, who's the Grand Sage now? Do we even have a Grand Sage? And also, most of the Darshans didn't have any sages after the end of the Sumeru Archon quest. Do they have sages now? Old mate Al-Haytham was meant to oversee the selection of new sages under the wisdom of Nahida. Has Nahida actually picked any new sages? I mean, we are the first sage of Bua. But, you know, we're not exactly running shit at the academia.
Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But
No? Okay, guess not. Okay. Emilie! Jesus Christ! They keep introducing her legs first.
No longer in critical condition, thankfully. He's still very weak, but with a bit more rest, he should regain consciousness soon. My
Oh, I've
chemical
heard that
analysis
story
of it
before.
is also went smoothly, although it certainly raised some questions.
Okay, what's wrong?
I was able to identify the components that give the substance its fragrance, but I also noticed an abnormal trace of elemental energy in the sample.
Huh.
elemental energy?
Oh. Would that have... Yeah, you would.
Hard to say.
Would?
It was
Surely.
such a minute amount proportionally
Oh,
speaking,
okay.
like mixing a single drop of perfume into the ocean.
Okay.
I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present in the sample. unless you were abnormally sensitive to elemental energy, I doubt it would have any effect, even if you use the product every day for 10 years. As for whether Master's condition was caused by the elemental energy present in the sample or some other component of the perfume, it's still too early to say.
It's got primordial seawater in it.
Did Tainari come and find you? Maybe we could ask him to take a
And
look.
where did that primordial seawater come from? That's right. Vache. 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 The gift that keeps on giving.
I received a message from him last night, but I haven't heard anything since. The message said he was looking into some information at the academia.
Oh, Paimon thought he might have stopped by to see you first.
Guess not.
Excuse me? Is Miss Emilie here?
Kole!
Oh, perfect! Familiar faces! Traveler, Paimon, you're here too!
Hey, Kole. Wait, are we getting everyone here?
Kale. Oh, of course. Tainari's apprentice. He's mentioned you many times.
Wait, is everyone coming up? Is everyone coming here? Are we going to have Grand Mahamatra? Wait, Grand Maham? No. Great Mahamatra? No. Oh god damn it! What's his title again? Great. Are we going to have Great Mahamatra Seno show up as well?
No need for formalities. Emilie is just fine.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too, Miss, Emilie. Did Tainari send you here, Kale? Yep. Master and the others went through decades worth of records last night, and still haven't had a chance to rest. I'm fast on my feet, so it only made sense for me to come and give you an update.
Okay.
Anyway, based on what they've reviewed so far, they believe there's no indication that a researcher by the name of Vijava ever passed through the academia.
Huh.
Master considered
That's
that possibility
sus.
as well, but the name wasn't the only dead end. Master tried to track down people with a similar research direction or background, but also couldn't find a match.
Huh.
How is that possible?
Maybe her identity was a ruse all along. Yeah.
Starting to seem very likely. If we want to figure out her true identity, I'm afraid another conversation with those two merchants might be our only...
Hey! Lucian!
Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Curio came back, do you?
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just now, we would have seen them.
Don't tell me Lucian just got attacked as well. Oh, it's all so sus. Head for Lucian's room and try to enter. We'll try to break it open. Kick the door open, that's right.
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Wake up!
Oh, yeah, bye.
Emilie, Emilie, my brother.
Wait, he didn't look like he was breathing.
He's gonna be okay, right? He's just unconscious. Like what happened to Edgar.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain, but we were too late this time.
No, that's not possible.
How did this happen?
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge shock.
Yeah, no, gone through. He's going through it right now.
Could one of you take him next door? It's not good for him to look at his brother's body like this.
Right.
Of course. Leave it to me.
We need the sheriff. We need Mahamatra Seno. It's Seno. We need Mahamatra Seno.
Mr. Sylvain?
We need everyone.
Let's get you up.
Everyone! Here, right now.
Take my...
Oh, sorry.
We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
So... Right, so old maid is dead. No, not old maid, but this dude.
Poor guy. He's like a shell of his former self.
So this dude is dead. It'd have to be one hell of an elaborate plan.
Right now,
And he'd have to be one hell of an asshole to also kill his brother in an attempt to cover something up.
The loved one is equally painful.
So, I don't know. I don't know.
Every hardship and triumph they endured together are now memories he has to carry alone.
It's how it's what Kiria wanted.
Really was behind this?
How?
What exactly did he do to Lucian?
Lucian can no longer speak, but the traces left behind by his death most certainly can.
All right.
Traveler, I've got things covered here at the scene. I'll leave you to contact the sheriff.
Roger that. You're the forensic doctor. You tell us what to do.
Who would have thought? Yesterday's case is still up in the air, and now this happens. Miss Emilie, I heard you're an experienced forensic doctor. Have you been able to discover anything?
Yeah, what have you found?
Oh, I'm not actually a forensic doctor. I just happen to have some relevant knowledge. I did take a look, though. Judging by the temperature and rigidity of the body, it appears the time of death was sometime last night. I'd have to do a more thorough investigation to find out more.
Then,
do we have any...
investigate? Before he left, Tainari said we could trust your judgment if something like this were to happen.
Oh, well, that, you know, we're here.
I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene will fade with time, so the sooner we investigate, the better.
We'll help too. We don't know much about dead bodies, but you can leave the other clues to us.
Yeah, that's right. Hang on, I'm just trying to figure this out. Oh, it doesn't actually work. Never mind. How do I want to do this? Oh. That explains a lot. Okay, we continue.
It's just one problem after another.
Yep. Quite heavy stuff, okay.
Did he pass away while he was unconscious?
Possibly. Doesn't look like a person could hide in here. No, highly unlikely. Incense? Seems familiar. Door was probably locked last night. Yeah.
The windows are shut tight too. Seems like the only way to get in would have been through Sylvain's room.
Sylvain... Actually, yeah. It's...
Well, looks like we've investigated as much as we can. Let's go report back to Emilie and Shiam.
It's... Surely it's not Sylvain. He's still pretty damn sus.
So, did you find anything?
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain. Wait, you don't think Sylvain could have been the one who...
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother seemed genuine, and he doesn't have...
He's a really good actor.
Then what could have happened last night? I know Sylvain is still in shock, but he's our only available witness. We have to take his statement.
I agree. Also, I've made some new discoveries, so we might as well head next door and go through everything together.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon. Did you see or hear anything strange?
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother and I were incredibly careful.
Okay.
We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading to the hallway. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. That way, if we heard any commotion coming from the other room, we could help each other. I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and Lucian was...
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room. No signs of a struggle at the scene. And no external injury on Lucian's body. What kind of cause of death are we dealing with here?
Could it be the incense?
I did notice a few things about the
Wait, could it be the incense that murked him?
And his skin was flushed. Very similar to Master's symptoms after the attack yesterday.
It's the incense. Yeah. You put the perfume in the incense, he inhales it. Maybe it's not even necessarily just perfume. Maybe there's a tiny bit of elemental energy poison stuff in it. He inhales it. Gonskis.
There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's unlikely he was forced to ingest anything. The more plausible explanation is that he inhaled a substance without
Yeah.
I'd say that substance was likely...
Well, we found an incense burner. Yeah, that'll do it.
No, that's not possible. Inhaling a goose won't kill you. And anyway, it would have been for just one night.
Prolonged exposure is dangerous, question mark?
No, that's not what I meant. Emilie, you ran your tests, didn't you? Go on, tell everyone whether you found any poison.
No, I didn't find any common toxins.
See? A goose is harmless. The market response...
Yeah, then again, it shouldn't be poisonous if you inhale it, because that's the whole point of perfume. You're supposed to be able to smell it.
Most people, but not for everyone.
Oh, he's back.
Master!
Welcome back.
You're up and about already?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Thanks to Emilie, I'm out of the woods for now.
For now. Okay.
Sylvain, no matter how hard you may try to hide it, the truth will always come to light.
Edgar!
What are you yapping about?
Even if we could keep it a secret for another 10 or 20 years, do you think Kyria would just let us be? No, he would never give up. Not if he's doing all of this for Yelena.
Who the hell's Yelena?
That's Vijava's real name.
Huh.
Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was an exiled Fatus from the Shrine.
What? Exiled Fatus.
Well, that means the elemental energy present in Agus
Wait,
was...
delusion stuff?
So you've already detected it.
Wait, what? That's...
Looks like there's truly no reason.
So it's delusion. It's delusion energy.
The August flower was created with the mutative and distorting power of a delusion.
A delusion?
Uh-huh.
Fatui, delusions. I never would have thought a goose was hiding this many secrets.
God damn. Wait, hold on.
Energy. A prolonged exposure over many years could have a harmful effect on the body.
Hang on. Look, hear me out. We are friends with both Arlecchino and Tartaglia. We could totally borrow one of the delusions. I'm just saying. Perhaps we can borrow a delusion. We can start this. We could kick this. We could take this back on the road.
That's enough, Edgar.
Probably not a good idea.
Take it from here. At first, Elena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower. But no one knew how long the perfume mania was going to last back then. It didn't have any effect on ordinary people anyway. Every day we postponed going to market was another day of lost earning potential.
Uh-huh.
So you decided poisoning people was worth the risk?
It's capitalism, baby. That's how it works.
Listen, it's not like it was good for business. But all that talk about Auguste being harmful over time, Yelena was just speculating. The impact was practically negligible.
Oh, was it?
Particularly sensitive to elemental energy, or had an entire bottle shoved down your throat like Edgar, you could use the product for decades and be completely fine.
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine. But even if no one was acutely poisoned, willfully bringing a product to market despite explicit knowledge of its harmful effects is still a serious crime.
If the truth came out, the market for your product would be destroyed. True.
That explains why you were so
Everyone's kind of anti-Sneznaya right now, man. Fatui are tricky.
Readily confessing to all your financial crimes. The Fatui, delusions, Auguste. If the Maréchaussée Phantom discovered the connection between the three, there would have been enough evidence to send you to the Fortress of Meripede for life.
Even Paimon's angry.
If I'd known coming to Sumeru would put a target on my back, I would have been more than happy to stay there. At least that way, Lucien would still be alive.
So Kyria is actually a Sneznayan.
Sign of Kyria, and he pops up out of nowhere the minute my brother and I get out of prison. It couldn't be any clearer who the kid's after.
Okay.
Auguste was harmless before. The fact that it's killing people all of a sudden must be his doing as well.
Sure.
So there's bad blood between you.
Yep.
What about Yelena's death? Was that a cover-up too? A way to destroy evidence?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point.
Huh?
We took care to disguise the product circulating on the market, and no one was questioning Yelena's fake identity.
Uh-huh.
But if the Maréchaussée Phantom decided to look into the flower beds, it would have been the end. Yelena's ties to the Fatui, the role of the delusion, everything would have been exposed. Before we could even put our plan in motion, Yelena beat us to it. She burned all her flower beds and threw herself into the fire as well.
Okay.
But if her goal was to destroy evidence, there would have been no reason to do that to herself. Yeah, she could have just burned the flower beds and fled with her brother.
I thought about it for a long time, but it wasn't until just now that I finally understood her reasoning. Everything she did, it was for her brother, Kyria. One of the reasons they defected from the Fatui was the deterioration of Yelena's body due to her excessive use of a delusion.
Oh.
She didn't want her brother to follow in her footsteps.
I see.
After arriving,
Yeah, delusions tend to end up
Yelena
killing ya.
continued using the delusion to cultivate the Auguste flower, weakening her body even further. There were times when she couldn't even walk.
So she couldn't flee with her brother because she was afraid of holding him back.
If her true identity was exposed, she and her brother would face pressure from both Sneznaya and Fontaine. The Auguste flower and Yelena's own corroded body both bore the mark of a delusion. There would have been no way to avoid suspicion. So, in the end, she burnt it all to ash, including herself. With all the evidence erased, Kyria was free to take the Mora and run.
So the wealth you earned from Auguste, it wasn't destroyed in the fire. Yelena gave it to her brother?
I
Most
suppose so.
likely. Before Yelena died, she said if anything happened to her, she was going to leave everything to her brother. We just didn't realize she meant our cut as well.
Rip.
That's why Lucian and I
Rip.
were searching for Kyria, to take back Armora and the Auguste flower. We just didn't realize Kyria was baiting us the whole time. It was all a trap.
Well, he got your ass then.
But why is Kyria out for revenge anyway? Doesn't he know about Yelena's decision to sacrifice herself?
I don't think he knew his sister was nearing death. Yelena always wore heavy makeup around him to conceal her deteriorating appearance. She kept herself busy with work to keep out of sight. That way her brother wouldn't notice how she could barely walk.
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kyria what really happened, and then he'll give up on his revenge.
Nah, revenge isn't like that, bro.
So sure.
Yeah, revenge doesn't work like that.
If he knew the truth, he'd still find someone to blame.
And he blames these two chuckle bunnies. Or 3 chuckle bunnies. Oh wait, 2. One of them's dead.
Like that. It's hard to pull yourself out of that kind of hatred. Especially when you've been living in that headspace for so many years.
That's right.
Very true. Even if Yelena's death was her own choice, I wouldn't call myself innocent either.
Edgar, what are you talking about?
Think about it, Sylvain. If we hadn't been in such a hurry to capitalize on the perfume mania all those years ago, do you think Yelena would have elected to take those risks? If we hadn't been so blinded by greed, so insistent on increasing the scale of the flower cultivation, do you think Yelena's health would have deteriorated as fast as it did? If we hadn't invited the Marechaussee Phantom to our doorstep by breaking the law at every turn, Yelena could have survived.
She knew her limits. She knew
I like how there's a sheriff here who's just like listening to this entire thing as these 2 idiots are like literally confessing every single crime under the sun. And he's like, I'm just gonna wait until they're done. And I'm just gonna straight up arrest them all.
Being the mastermind, sure. But what about Lucian? He was just following my orders.
Well, now you know what it feels like to have a sibling die.
Really so extreme that he had to pay for it with his life?
No, it's to make you suffer.
The only person that can answer that question is a judge.
Nouvelette. We need Nouvelette here.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway. Drag me back to Fontaine to stand trial. I don't care.
Yes, according to the judgment of the Archpriest Mechanique de la Liste Cardinal.
From Snezhnaya, and a crime committed in Port Ormos. What a headache.
What's gonna happen, bro?
Well, we can only wait until the Academia sends someone to deal with it. I'm guessing we'll have to contact Fontaine as well. In any case, we won't really know anything until tomorrow.
And then even Sylvain is dead.
Exhibition, we don't even have space in Port Ormos to detain anyone. Such a headache.
The hotel could suffice. You could station a few officers to keep an eye on Sylvain and myself.
Yeah.
Although with Sylvain's mental state and my physical one, I don't think you need to worry about a jailbreak.
Mr. Edgar, are you saying...
If Sylvain is to stand trial, then I deserve the same fate. A crime is a crime, accomplice or not. I'd just like to take care of a few things before I go. Say goodbye to my plants and all that.
Okay.
As for Sylvain,
Sure, dude.
I'm sure he also has some goodbyes of his own.
I'm sure he does.
Would you be willing to grant that request, Sheriff?
Well, all right. I'll talk to the Academia. No matter who you were in Fontaine or what crimes you committed, the man we grew to know in Sumeru proved himself to be a good person. Your request is granted.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
Does that mean something might happen tonight?
Tonight? Oh, you mean the possibility that Kiria might try to finish what he started?
Yep.
Yeah, all we know is that he uses a goose to poison people, but we still have no idea how to catch him in the act. If he targets Sylvain or Edgar again, we might not be able to stop him.
That may be true, but what if we can take advantage of his desperation?
Oh, what do you have in mind?
Take advantage of this situation and lure him in on purpose. We might finally have the chance.
I should set up a Burnroy team. On the off chance that we actually get to fight something with Emilie.
So, that's your plan. If Kiria learns we're being taken away tomorrow, his last chance to enact his revenge would be tonight.
That's right.
In other words, you want to use us as bait to capture him.
Capture? Not necessarily. I just want to talk. What? Are you afraid of him?
Ooh.
Afraid? This is my only chance to make him pay for what he did. I'm spending the rest of my life in prison anyway. I can't just sit back and let him ride off into the sunset with our fortune. There's no way I'm letting him get away with it. Not after what he did to Lucian.
Alright, we're gonna beat his ass, I guess.
As for the danger, everyone else just needs to make preparations in advance to protect us.
I'll admit, it could work. We just need to spread the word that Edgar and Sylvain are leaving tomorrow.
On a boat.
I'll station some of my men around the hotel. If we have your assistance as well, our chance of success would be even higher.
I still have some reservations, but if you insist on carrying out this plan, I won't deny you my help.
We'll help stand guard too. Okay, Cole.
I think Sylvain and myself should remain alone in our respective rooms. If Kiria noticed another person in the room,
hey Mark, look, how's it going?
Turn back. And besides,
do a lot of damage for ramming into enemies. Yeah, I would like to see that too.
A potent toxic gas.
You mean if he doesn't see
Instead, the majority of Kirara's damage is actually throwing a box from the air that splits into bomblets. It does a lot of damage though.
Everyone's standing guard.
The ramming is just doesn't do that. But the ramming, the box ramming is more for a Nilu team. Where you can just generate states that explode while you ram into enemies with the box.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
This old pack of bones doesn't bounce back like it used to. I suppose.
Yep, this old bag of bones.
The rest to you.
All right, we can figure out a plan to keep watch later. Right now, I say we split up. Start spreading that information before it's too late.
God damn it! I want to set up my Burnloy team on the off chance that I have to fight something with Emilie, because I want to see how Emilie fares in a Burnloy team. Oh, that dude's sus.
Mr. Edgar's been detained. He's being taken away tomorrow.
Oh.
What? He's the one who helped craft all the fragrances for our shop.
We're getting Kachina? What, is she a free, is she confirmed to be a free character? Is that what's happening? I figured she would be, because surely someone with the new mechanic would be available to us. She rides a drill. I know. Mualani rides a shark.
Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. We can see how the other preparations are going while we're at it.
I mean, I'll probably I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going for Kinich. The question is whether or not I'll go for Kachina as well. Or rather, the question is whether or not I'll go for Mualani. I'm not 100% sure yet if I want to go for Mualani. Not because, oh my god, Mualani's been nerfed 25 ways to Sunday. It's more like, I'm just not sure if I want to get Mualani. Okay, how am I going to do this? I'm going to put Nahida here. I'm going to put Dahaya here.
Got a job for me?
seeing how I think she will be seeing how, yeah, we do get free 4 stars. The question is whether or not she's going to be a free 4-star from the from like an event. I like Morlani. She does a little fun dance. Yeah, Morlani is cool as well. I'm not saying that Morlani is bad. Inazuma never gave any free no, Inazuma didn't. No, you're right. Oh yeah, I do have a crit rate hat. Huh. What can I do? Yeah, this is a bit scuffed. I'll do this instead. Yeah, they're both pretty scuffed. Attack. Yeah, attack, obviously. Do I not have... What do I have? Pyro and Dendro bonus. What Aloy build is this? Burnroy. The HP? The HP? No. This is Unfinished Reverie. This is the burning set. When enemies are burning... Let's read it again. First off, two-piece set is attack percent. After leaving combat, damage dealt is increased by 50% in combat. If no burning enemies are nearby, the damage bonus will be reduced by 10%. If burning opponents exist, damage percent is increased by 10% up to 50%. So, it is designed specifically for Emilie, but you could also use it on basically anyone in a team that is trying to use the burning reaction for pyro application, which is exactly what we're trying to do here. It's a lot of attack. You also do melt? Yeah, this is a melt team. This is 100% a melt team. I've got 2,000... I've got 1,000 defense. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, I got 10 defense. How did that happen? I don't have good... I don't claim to have good Unfinished Reverie pieces. I just CBF to farm anymore.
Chef Xian wants to talk to you and the Traveler about our plans for the Night Watch.
Hello,
Hey, guys,
Mr.
how's it going?
Kadegai, leader of the clan of Garys.
Hello, Gasty Howe, leader of the clan of D House. How's it going?
That's very kind of you, but I'm okay.
When do we get a character who actually utilizes defense for defending apart from Noelle?
We've got a long night ahead of us.
I
don't mean to put you on the spot, but I couldn't help but
Who
notice that
utilizes-
something seems to be on your mind.
Who utilizes defense for defending? If you're talking about it in the context of someone like Noelle, Xin Yan does the same thing. Her shield also scales off defense. So you've also got Xin Yan. Aside from that, practically everyone utilizes defense for defending, because it turns out shields are actually... all shields take more damage, take more incoming damage if you have a higher defense, is what I've heard. The reason why Noelle's shield is actually potentially tankier than Zhongli's shield is because the incoming damage reduction that you get from defense specifically effectively increases the effective health of the shield as well. So because Noelle's shield, first off, the amount of shield that you get is affected by defense, but then on top of that, the amount of damage reduction that you get on those shields is affected by defense as well. That's why Noelle has one of the tankiest shields in the game. People think it's Zhongli only because, number. But the reality is, it's probably actually Noelle. It might even actually be Xin Yan. I would have to look into that. It's entirely possible it's actually also Xin Yan. The only thing is that with Xin Yan, the only reason why it's a little bit more trickier with Xin Yan is because Xin Yan's damage mainly from her ult, it doesn't scale off defense at all. Whereas Noelle, it's full defense scaling, which is really, really nice. At C6, that is. Pre-C6, it's not full defense scaling, obviously.
Was it that obvious?
You seem very preoccupied with Kiria's revenge. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to listen.
Oh.
Zhongli just refreshes quickly. Yeah, that too. Zhongli also gets that extra shield strength when it gets hit, which is also pretty nice.
Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway.
Okay, what's going on?
I've just been thinking. If Kiria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he?
What Emilie, Aloy teams are you? Am I thinking of? Well, it's pretty much just the burning team that I made a video on a long time ago, but replaced Nahida with Emilie. That's basically it. So it'd be Aloy, Kaz, Emilie, Dahlia, or Xiangling, or Toma. No, actually, Toma might make a little bit more sense, but yeah, it's basically just that. It's just that. That's it. I just want to see like, how does it work? I'd be also curious to see if how it works with Bennett. Obviously because Bennett doesn't have any off-field pyro application. At that point, you have to rely on Emilie for the burning reaction. But if Emilie is too slow to maintain the burning reaction for Aloy's normal attacks, then obviously that's a bit scuffed.
There was just
It should be okay if you have at least some amount of off-field pyro application, including the higher. The highest is slow, but it should be okay. It should be enough. And so you pair that with burning, it should be fine. So that should work, and then you can have some extra damage coming from Emilie, but I don't know how it feels yet. Obviously, because I've never tried it.
Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge.
That's what I was saying.
So did he attack Edgar as a warning then? To scare Sylvain and Lucien?
Yeah, and then he killed Lucien to make Sylvain feel what it's like to lose a sibling.
What we've heard about
and then he's gonna murk Sylvain.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure? Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred?
You're thinking of Dottore, aren't you, Cole?
Sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done. But I just can't help it.
There's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature. In all my years of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now. Some of them even try to stop me, begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones. But getting swept up in those emotions will corrupt your judgment.
Damn.
Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally.
That's right.
So while you hold on to that sense of empathy, you also need to ask yourself, do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make those decisions? Answering those
or
questions
was it all
requires a lot of
Yelena's
time
idea
and
in the
evidence,
first place?
While a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever out of our reach. I've witnessed a lot of deaths in Fontaine. When someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered, and the whole picture ever incomplete.
Once you're consumed by hatred, it will become next to impossible to think about things that way. For someone like Kiria, I'm sure right and wrong lost all meaning a long time ago.
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's because we're fortunate enough not to have suffered that kind of loss. But that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside and try to pull them back from the brink before it's too late. I understand Kiria's decision, but I still want
He
to stop.
probably does Kiria have like some sort of, what do you call it, fortress with like things that we can fight?
Huh. The fortunate and the unfortunate.
Emilie, Traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two. Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay for you to be out and about like this?
Yeah, are you sure you should be outside, bro?
A little exercise never hurt
Bro,
anyone.
old man.
Besides, I don't have much time left in Sumeru. So I'd like to take care of my plants while I still can.
We could do that for you, Master.
No need. I've grown attached to these flowers, and this is my last chance to say goodbye. Come tomorrow. I'll be happy to entrust their care to you. I would imagine Sheriff Sham is here for a more important reason.
Yeah, what's going on?
The Night Watch. You mentioned earlier that we still need to confirm our plans.
Yeah.
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone standing guard next to Sylvain's room.
What, in Lucian's room?
Exactly. After some discussion, we concluded that Sylvain has the highest risk of being attacked next. And Emilie's expertise is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want you two.
Wait, are we fighting inside a room?
Are you up for it?
Ain't no way. Close quarters, extreme combat. Let's go.
Perfectly reasonable.
I'll chuck bomblets in a tiny room.
Have your help tonight, Traveler.
We're gonna chuck bomblets into a room.
It's just one problem after another.
That's right.
I wonder how it really felt for Kiria. Finally getting his revenge.
And nobody shows up.
Huh. Not a peep. Has Kiria given up on his revenge?
There's no way, right?
Guess we'll have to keep at it.
Doon 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 doon.
Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Sylvain is probably dead.
Perhaps Kiria's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes. No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain
Yeah,
to be convicted
he
for his
killed
true
the
crimes,
brother. What's the point of that?
About the Marechaussee Phantom years ago. There must be something we're missing. Something extremely important.
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some tea? That herbal blend from earlier was pretty tasty.
There's nothing here we can use to make tea.
Maybe we can look for a different distraction then, like,
Thank you.
like looking at the flowers. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
They only bloom at night. Wait, really? Huh. Hey, Icy, how's it going?
Glaze lilies, incense. Oh no! Sylvain's room, quick!
What?
Wait, what?
Hey, did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
Wait,
He was
how?
the older of the merchant brothers, right?
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain. Poor guy was murdered in cold
Wait,
blood.
how?
First it was Mr.
Wait,
Edwards,
how?
a merchant named Lucy, and
Huh?
this.
What?
Listen up, everyone. This is an active crime scene. Please, no loitering.
Yeah, all of you, scram.
It's been 3 days and they haven't even caught a glimpse of the guy. What is going on?
What is going on?
Evil spirit?
There are no evil spirits in Port Almos.
Something like that with so many people watching.
Keep it moving, everyone. No loitering.
How? hell is going on? Man, these
I'm next.
These close-up angles, goddamn.
You don't know that.
Am I pulling for Emilie's weapon? I'm not even pulling for Emilie.
Perhaps he doesn't consider your crime to be worthy of death.
You were the only reason I managed to survive, Emilie. I never did thank you for that, did I?
Even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the vicinity. He would have been able to help.
Is that so?
Bring back Meltloy? I think...
Fortunate person.
Sorry, old man. Oh, god damn it.
And the respect of my peers. If it is indeed my time to go, then I'll die without regret.
Okay, here's the thing. I get the feeling that I will be able to bring back Meltloy when Mulvika, I don't know. I get the feeling I'll be able to bring back Meltloy when Mulvika comes out. Now, the big question is if Ishbalanke is going to be a playable character as well. For those who don't know, Ishbalanke is supposed to be the Pyro Dragon Sovereign, but apparently there's a new name for the Pyro Dragon Sovereign. So I don't know what's going on there. But I don't know if Ishbalanke is going to be a playable character. If he is, surely he's a Pyro character too, right? But maybe he's like the Pyro Nouvelette, like he's an on-field DPS dragon. If that's the case, then I probably can't do anything with him. But if Mulvika, I need to make a choice on how I'm going to pronounce the damn name. I'm gonna have to wait until we actually hear her name, and then I'll probably look around for people who actually pronounce it properly, because it's Maori, isn't it? Anyway, if the Pyro Archon ends up being like Farina in the sense that she can just straight up enable Night Spirit shenanigans on everyone, in much the same way that Farina can enable Marachose on everyone, then there's a good to fair chance that Meltloy may very well be back on the table. We'll see. We will see. But for now, I have been TCing Freezeloy for so long that I kind of haven't played Melt in ages. What if she's just Better Bennett? That'll do it! Because here's the thing. Right now, to me, I'm still not really a huge fan of Meltloy. I kind of like the idea of Burnloy a little bit more. So if she ends up being a better Bennett, well, think about it. Bennett in Burnloy, it's a bit scuffed because even Nahida's fast Dendro application sometimes can't keep up. And the reason why it can't keep up is because if you accidentally do two of Aloy's first normal attacks, because Aloy's normal attacks start off as a quick fire of 2 attacks, you can actually screw up the ICD. So, with that in mind, if she ends up being a better Bennett in the sense that she A, gives a gigantic attack buff of some description, plus B, provides off-field pyro application, she'd be overpowered, but also she's an Archon, so of course she's going to be overpowered. And then also, that will be really, really good for Burnloy. Number 1. Number 2, you could potentially pair her with Dahlia, and you would actually have a pretty solid Meltloy team then. And also double pyro, meaning plus attack. You know? Yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. I don't know.
But Kyria has nothing.
We'll just have to see. I can't imagine what her kit is going to be until it actually shows up.
It really makes you wonder if there's even no reason to keep on living.
Because, you know, if you ask me to develop a Pyro Archon kit, knowing full well that there's a good to fair chance I'm going to make her busted with Aloy specifically, I would also give her an ability to suck in bomblets slowly. Like what Shen Yun maybe possibly had until that was removed. I would give Mulvika somehow a way to do that, which is just completely insane because only anime characters have only the only characters that could even do anything like that are anime characters, so it would be kind of a spit in the face of all anime characters. So yeah, like, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see.
If you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kyria himself once we finally catch him.
Hmm.
Well, I hope it all goes well.
Mm-hmm.
Emilie, there's something else I'd like to ask of you. With everything that's happened, holding the exhibition is off the table now.
Okay.
But so many flowers were
Well, GG's for
transported
the
here
exhibition.
show, some of them thousands of miles away from their homeland. I can't let them wither away with no one to care for them. Whether Kyria gets to me first, or I'm sent back to Fontaine to stand trial, I won't be around to look after them. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I entrust them to your care?
Of course, Master.
Really? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Now I truly have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff Sham still has some questions for me, so I've gotta go.
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting. He can be quite impatient.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Master.
Wait, what? Whoa, wait.
Wow, another all-nighter. Paimon sure hopes Emily's plan will go well. Oh, but...
So it was Altmate this entire time? Wait, didn't I call that? Didn't I call that he was sus the entire time? So what, he planted the incense bottle. Sorry, he planted the incense thing in Lucian's room, which was just popping off. And then he, what, put it in a flower that blooms at night? And that's what killed Sylvain? No shot, right? That would be how it worked, right? Did I call it or did I call it? I think I may have called it.
Emily still isn't back. I hope she didn't run into any trouble.
I'm sure she's prepared to handle anything that might come her way.
That's true.
So what, is Altmate trying to
Start spreading the information you requested.
GG himself?
But I have to admit, I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah.
After listening to Emily's plan, I started getting the materials together and arranging personnel. I barely had a second to spare last night. To be honest, I'm still not sure how the crime was committed that night.
It's pretty simple, actually. Yeah.
Clue was right in front of us the entire time.
I feel like you've been wanting to say that for a while. Is that angry Paimon?
The culprit hit a goose.
Flowers? This thing. Yeah, this thing. Seems familiar somehow. Turns out it's spirit ball. What?
Wasn't this incense originally in Lucian's room? It must have been moved here before nightfall yesterday.
Wait, it's Spirit Boreal again? Are we about to fall? Are we about to get knocked the hell out again?
I only have a basic idea of what happened, to be honest. I haven't really worked out the details.
So, you're saying I'm the only one who's completely in the dark.
Well, you're not a playable character, sweetheart, sorry. Flowers? Yeah. No? Fragrance is incredibly strong. Petals are closed.
This is it!
Yeah. It's in the petal, right?
Lily, huh?
Yeah, it's in the glazed lily somehow.
It's a flower from Liua, right?
Right.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Right.
Emily, you're back!
How did it go?
Exactly as expected.
Okay.
A flower that only blooms at night. Ah, like the Neelitpala lotus.
They only bloom at night?
Exactly. Although the Neelitpala lotus wouldn't be a good substitute in this scenario. When it's closed, the gaps between the petals are too large.
Right.
That's why Kyria chose the glaze lily as his mechanism. He would start by preparing an Agus sample.
Right, and then... So... No, he wouldn't pour into the teapot. I don't think that's how you spell dabbed. Dabbed it on the outside of the petals, yeah.
If applied to the outside, you would still be able to smell a goose even in the daytime.
Soaked it in the flower pot?
If poured into the flower pot, the liquid would seep into the soil. That might prevent the substance from taking effect.
Also, Lumine getting paid again! Soak the area around the petals.
There's a sticky substance on the edge of the flower petals.
Oh, right, yes!
It's one I recognize.
Yes, sealed inside the petals.
Stick the petals together with slime condensate. Then, in the daytime, the glazed lily would act almost like a hidden container.
Oh.
That's right. He applied a diluted form of slime condensate.
Oh, so when they open, so they will remain closed, and then at night they will open up, and that's how.
Would remain trapped inside during the daytime, unable to seep between the petals and evaporate into the air. This also allowed the culprit to plant the poison well in advance, while his targets.
Okay, and then he just basically tried to kill his own self.
Slime condensate wouldn't be viscous enough to prevent the petals of the glaze lily from opening at night.
Yep.
So by nightfall, the flower would bloom, thereby forcing the target to inhale the Agus trapped inside.
Right.
Kyria could execute his revenge without having to step foot inside the room during the night.
Right.
By the next morning, the sample of Agus would have nearly fully evaporated. The glaze lily would have already closed its petals, and any lingering odor would be concealed by the fragrance of the other flowers in the room.
So the mission would be complete.
Wait a second. You're telling me this version of a goose is so toxic, inhaling the minute amount trapped inside a flower is enough to kill a grown man? And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
Maybe he didn't.
That's because Agus is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
And it turns out it was those two chuckle buddies.
I mean, people who are sensitive to elemental energy. So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff?
Apparently so.
Can't be right.
But yeah, but wait, hang on. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to figure out you're allergic to that stuff.
I wouldn't use the word allergic necessarily. It's more like they're susceptible to its effects. But that distinction isn't important right now.
Okay.
You can think of it this way. It's not that Sylvain and Lucien are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kyria found a way to ensure that they would be.
The primordial sea? Oh! Spirit boreal!
Incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar.
Does Spirit boreal actually do that?
In Sumeru, scholars use Spirit boreal to aid meditation.
Stimulate the connection to the Dendro Archon. Would that make you more reactive to elements then?
Alchemically produced essential oils, the primordial seawater that caused unrest in Fontaine not too long ago. All of those are substances that can heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
Right, and that's why that is why we were able to see Irminsul.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru.
True.
Yes, I definitely remember that.
Yeah. We saw a tree.
It's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers
Right.
are pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liwa. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition.
Huh.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
Yeah, this was all meticulously designed trap.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably used the mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free. In the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
But he's not the brother.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine.
Wait, but he's not the brother. Wait, but old man is not the brother of Yelena, right? Surely.
But up until this
There's a
point,
little brother.
we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kiria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit.
It's because he was never here in the first place.
Because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Not the sheriff, surely. Edgar?
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily. Setting
Yeah,
up
I'm thinking it's old mate, but he's not the brother. So he's just made it up. So Kiria's just made up.
To one person. The expert in charge of the entire exhibition.
Yeah.
The Mora spent to rent out the hotel, the way the Auguste flower was cultivated, the method used to disguise his appearance, it all points to one person. The boy who inherited Yelena's legacy, her younger brother.
Yeah.
Kiria and Edgar are one and the same.
Yeah.
But Kiria was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now. Edgar's lived here for so many years.
No, he's pretending to be Kiria, but he's actually not Kiria. Kiria is actually someone who still exists, but...
Bad news, Sheriff. Mr. Edgar was attacked.
Heh.
What?
Oh, right. Yeah, to hide.
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. By the time we got a look inside the room, Mr. Edgar was gone.
What?
Do you think Kiria kidnapped him?
No. Oh, so he's gone. Oh, so he's missing.
That figure wasn't Edgar himself.
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
He was pretending.
It seemed Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
He has a What?
But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
Suicide.
Why? Why would
Wait, so he has a wait, he's using Elena's delusion? No shot.
No. If his aim was to
Wait, we're about to beat his ass, aren't we?
in Yelena's death,
Let me guess, he's now what would he be?
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday,
A Fatui
desire to see him suffer. But
what the hell would he be? A Fatui gunner?
then there's still one target left.
Let's go and beat his ass. We're about to beat an old man's ass. Phrasing. Actually, phrasing can't even fix that.
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go? Let's ask the merchants nearby.
Oh, this dude's terrified.
A ghost! It's a ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you tell us what you saw?
Where did the ghost go?
I saw a black shadow. It ran right past me.
Okay.
How could something like that happen in broad daylight?
What the hell could it possibly be? What the hell could we possibly be fighting?
This is terrifying.
If we go any further, we'll be out of port almost. There'll be hardly any witnesses.
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would say he passed by this location not too long ago.
Yeah, because he farted.
It's this way. Please, follow me.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Boing. Thank you, Nahida, for providing us with these very oh.
The scent is getting stronger. This must be the place.
The Secret Garden of Auguste. Alright, we're playing Burnloy. Yeah, we are 100% playing Burnloy. Let's do this.
Oh! AUS!
AUS!
Are you alright? Were you attacked?
No, I'm alright. I was just chasing after that figure, and then all of a sudden...
Oh, he's looking pale.
I didn't feel so hot.
And I don't mean pale as in, oh my god, why is nobody in Natlan black? I mean pale as in he actually looks like his saturation has been deleted.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, it's hard to breathe. This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Oh?
Everything looks alright. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment. A bit of rest would do you some good.
Yeah.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume.
Huh.
He's a good man. I can't just abandon him to die by Kyria's hand.
No, he is Kyria.
Rose, you need to calm down and listen to me. Edgar is the one we're after. He and Kyria are the same person.
Yep.
But how is that possible? I thought you said Kyria was in his 30s.
Yeah, no, it turns out he's been pretending to be Kyria this entire time.
Changing your appearance to look decades older, that doesn't seem possible.
That seems entirely possible.
He had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself.
Oh, he's aging himself using the delusion? Ain't no shot.
Delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the process, just like his older sister.
Oh, that's what's going on.
He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started impersonating him all of a sudden, we would have noticed.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
What if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeru?
Wait, what?
I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar Fontaine not long after his release from prison.
Oh, that actually would make sense. Yep, that would actually make sense. That would actually make sense.
Including forcefully aging
I was about to say, like, is this like the longest con in the history of Western civilization? But no, this would still be one of the longest cons in the history of Sumeru civilization.
Desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students. But these decisions were all for a specific purpose: the need to distance himself from anyone who might see through the facade.
Right.
And Sumeru fit the bill to a T.
What the hell is with these close-ups for real?
Question his identity.
It's like Hoyoverse is desperate for me to get Emilie. Look, Hoyo, I get it. She's hot. I agree. She's really, really beautiful. Lisa wore this outfit better. But Emilie is still really, really beautiful. I agree. I agree. I agree. You don't need me. You don't need to do close-ups of her legs.
It would have been a gradual process.
When the Emilie rerun comes around, and if there's good 4 stars, maybe I'll get Emilie. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. But until then, I won't.
He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he can accomplish his revenge. Is that even worth it?
Maybe.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person. He can't be.
What you really need is to get out of here and rest.
Yeah, listen to your sheriff, bro.
I can keep going.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly.
Yeah, listen to Kole.
I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. Please come with me and rest.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kyria... No, Edgar wouldn't want any more innocent people implicated in all this.
Maybe.
The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on us. This leads me to believe
We seem to be A-okay.
or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of
Once again,
abnormal elemental energy.
Visions are overpowered.
In other words, this environment
Elemental energy is overpowered.
Actually, now that
Physical mains molding.
Stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of entry, that might allow him to evade capture. I hate to trouble you, but we need people to survey the perimeter.
Do it.
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done. AUS, head back to Port Ormos and start gathering reinforcements.
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Emilie, Paimon, please be careful. For someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there's no telling what they'll do when there's no reason to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not
I
for us.
hope they're not setting up Collei for like some sort of extremely dark arc
Going to let a goose kill
where she finally confronts Dottore for the shit that he did to her. Alright. Let's go.
Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Got something for ya.
Ah! Didn't get Ice Rush.
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Okay. Thank you. So I think I gotta start with Emilie. Emilie's skill into...
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers.
How would I do this? Emilie's skill into... Emily's skill, the highest skill, Aloy's skill, Kaz, Bomblet grouping, no, and then Ice Rush.
Using a delusion comes at a cost.
Okay.
Not just time, but the time you have left to live.
I think if anything, it was just my muscle memory getting a little bit screwy.
He only needed a few bottles of Auguste to carry out his plan, right?
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling his obsession with Auguste. Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else.
He's Sumeruan.
For someone with nowhere to call home, perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just like his sister is the best homecoming he could ask for.
Probably. What the? Okay. All right. Here we go. What?
This'll pack a punch.
Time to go. One with nature.
Let's get it on. Reconstitute. You're stuck now.
Okay. I take it, avoid the light. I'm curious. Avoid the... Oh no, 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 that's what we wanted. That's where we wanted to go. Avoid the light because I take it those things will just shoot the thing and make it blow up. Feels very Crash Bandicoot.
We're almost at the end.
Okay. This music.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
Did they catch up that fast? No. My strength is just waning.
Oh, there it is. What are you gonna do with it, bro? What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it? It's a big field.
Doesn't matter. This is far enough.
Koko Mateka.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Fontaine. Yelena? Yelena!
Hello, Yelena.
You tried to hide it from me, but I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone. And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier.
Huh?
I should have died with you that day.
Damn.
Yelena?
That.
Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
Bye, Felicia.
Emilie? I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her. Yelena. We were together.
Nope.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
No. The amount of Auguste I drank, it should have been enough.
Wait, did we swap it out?
A fake? But how?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind. To create a perfect accord.
Oh.
The accord is the basis of
perfume making, the product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to
It's little Emilie, okay.
from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind.
Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more.
Ooh.
Myths can be deconstructed. Miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight.
Yep.
Did you get all that, Emilie?
I got it.
Found it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest.
Wait, so
way to
Sylvain is
get
actually
you
very
back
much
on
alive?
guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
We did?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
We did?
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We've found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine fragrances together. The mythos surrounding Auguste may have been untouchable almost 20 years ago, but now it's time for it to become a thing of the past.
Okay.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory. But the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it, just like the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And in the process, you forgot that it was a bottle of perfume
Your
and
obsession
nothing
with
else.
Auguste is
That's right.
also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end, and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Oh, that you would activate the delusion.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now, didn't you?
What are you gonna do?
Sylvain is dead. Since you've been preparing your course since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method then. That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act you put on the sheriff.
Apparently so.
If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your spirit borneal and Auguste combination to wreak havoc.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just offed myself then.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more.
Master.
Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see, and all his secrets will be revealed. The same goes for you as well.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my days in a prison cell then.
Well, he accepted that kind of fast.
A little bit too fast.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions, nor do I intend to repent for them. I did what I set out to do. I may have lost in the end, but it was my choice every step of the way. And if I could do it all over again... But there's no going back. is there?
Careful, everyone. This environment is dangerous. I'll lead the way.
Stick close and hurry up. We can't let Edgar die.
Looks like I'm almost out of time. Although, I do have one final question, Emilie.
Of course, Master.
And what is it?
The combination you used to make your accord. How did you figure it out?
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the Auguste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste to have the scent of multiple flowers?
Huh.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combine their essential oils directly, they would just cancel each other out. It was a conundrum they could never solve. But if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of those three scents, you can bypass that issue entirely. It goes without saying that for that time.
But how do you cultivate a flower out of essentially
Rainbow
nothing?
Roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those really do seem like flowers you would choose, Yelena.
Okay. Well, we didn't really get to test Emilie in a Burnroyd team in any truly meaningful capacity. I kind of screwed up that second one, which was a bit annoying, but at least when you have some pyro application, some off-field pyro application, it'll work. It'll work. Emilie will do a lot of damage as well, so it's kind of like playing French Loy, where Aloy's role is working, but then also the off-fielder is also doing a lot of damage as well to sort of supplement the whole thing. So I'm sure with enough what do you call it?
I have a high hope.
I'm sure with enough what's the word I'm looking for? Investment. I'm sure with enough investment and all that jazz. Yeah, you'll be able to clear Spiral Abyss with this as well. Keep your appointment on this. We have an appointment at Hotel de Board? With who? Emilie?
Did you know? Miss Emily's releasing a new perfume.
Oh.
Right. I heard about that. I think it's called Yelena.
Oh. Oh yeah, we're back in Fontaine.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected. I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify Auguste.
Did you use the Accord from back in Sumeru?
Although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant and long-lasting.
Fair.
I actually brought a few samples with me today. I hope they're to your liking. Also,
Cool.
I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your thoughts.
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand in hand, you know? Just leave it to Paimon!
That's right.
Oh, it smells great!
I'm not sure that's the kind of feedback she had in mind.
It's alright. All feedback is worth considering. Besides,
Well, it smells
when it comes
great.
to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning.
Speaking of deeper meanings, Kilia's final question.
Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed to have an effect on him.
If I had to guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with the language of flowers.
Oh yeah, that's that again. If I watched the entirety of Lost Flowers for Alice Hart, the show I worked on. Yeah, they do yap on about the meaning of flowers.
What each flower is said to represent varies by person and across different moments in history. The same is true for the flowers.
And I think in different cultures as well, different flowers can mean different things.
Returning to Fontaine, I did some research. And it turns out the meanings of those 3 flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase. Forget the past and keep on living. Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and
Well, he
grandeur
missed
most
that.
people associate
He
with
missed
the
that
Goose.
message, that's for damn sure.
Do you think Kiria knew about that?
I paid him a
Probs
visit
not.
before his trial and explained what I found, but he didn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe she didn't mean anything by it at all. That was his response.
GG.
Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want.
Wait,
but it'll never
is
be
the
anything
trial
but conjecture.
empty?
Even
No
if that is
way.
what she was trying to say, I would never be able to forget her. Avenging her death? That was the meaning I
That's
chose
pretty
from her
brutal
life.
that nobody cares about this trial.
Kiria cultivated his revenge like a flower. He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end, it didn't bear the fruit he was hoping for. In any case, he did want me to pass along his thanks.
Lol.
Thank you for saving my life. For giving me the chance to learn that a goose could have carried a very different meaning. Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what a goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, they're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest and most beautiful desires we hold in our heart.
Well, there we go. Alright. Is Emilie still up there? Whoa, wait, that's a gear item? Excuse me? A sample. Tilt the bottle to the sunlight. Huh? Wait, what does this do? Huh? Wait, what in the tarnation does this do? What in the actual tarnation does this do?
Let's get going. There are people who need our help.
Well, we got ourselves a perfume, a free perfume. Okay. It probably serves no gameplay purpose whatsoever, but hey, after a long day's run, nice. Alright, let's call it a day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, don't forget to follow. Feel free to sub if you're watching on YouTube now or in the future. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Let the world collide!
Precision strike! Leave the womb! Got something for ya! As one with wind and cloud! The wind knows me. The hunt is on!
Time to shine! Shower me with...
You had your chance. Let's keep going. Ever seen one of these? Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind. This is a new one.
Let the world collide!
Neutralizing threats. Leave the This'll pack a punch. As one with wind and cloud, one with nature. The hunt is on.
Let my name echo in song! Strike
Coming with precision strike. Let's keep going. Got something for you. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Where do you think you're going?
You're stuck now. Neutralizing threats. Now's our chance. Goodbye, but we'll meet again.
Hey! Make yourselves at home! Fate is upon you!
Let the mighty be humbled! From the ashes to the flame of redemption!
I see everything! Decided by destiny! Delved into death!
Silence! The time for my coming!
Let's get it on!
Hey! Let me scribe!
Settle down, be sanctified! What a fall, right? Eruption begins! Let the flames of redemption rage! Hear the inferno call! The world is all.
Share my knowledge! Fate is upon you! Shadows of fate!
Silence! The tides beckon.
Look alive!
Everyone hold hands!